Alright guys, welcome to another episode, Junk Removal Made Simple by the Junk Removal Authority. Today we're going to be talking about review gathering reviews. One of the most important things you can do to help improve your business is make a concerted effort to get more reviews. Many people miss out on this. It took us a while in Junk Doctors to really consider the importance of gathering reviews and having a lot of reviews on Google, on Yelp, on Facebook. But if you think about it, gathering reviews has been one of the things that Amazon has done right. That one of the reasons Amazon is so successful is when you get on Amazon and you search for a particular product, you're able to read reviews from customers. And it seems like it's just more verifiable than when you just read a random review like on a customer's website, on a website for a product you're going to buy. eBay is the same way. If I buy something on eBay, I'm looking at somebody's reputation. If their reputation isn't a certain level, I'm not going to buy from them. So generally, the buying process is something like this. They're going to type in a keyword, they might click on your ad, they might visit your site, visit, I will say, around 2 to 3 websites. And then read the reviews. Now that isn't always the case, especially if you're well known in your market. If they search for, say, Junk Removal Raleigh, they might have heard of Junk Doctors, or if 1-800-GOT-JUNK pops up, if they find 1-800-GOT-JUNK, they might have heard of 1-800-GOT-JUNK, and they just go to the site and they schedule a job. They could also be somebody that's just urgently needs to get it done. They type it on the phone, the first result that pops up, they click on it, it's Junk Doctors if it's in Raleigh, and then they just click call, they call us up, they schedule a job, or they book online. But your researching customer, which is a lot of people. A lot of people are going to do at least some research before they hire a junk removal business. They don't want to let anybody in their home, somebody they're not familiar with, just come into their home. So they're going to do some research. So generally, they're going to visit your website. They'll probably visit a couple competitors' websites, and then they're going to be reading like your Google reviews. If it's on Yelp, same sort of deal. They'll visit your Yelp page a lot of times instead of your website. Visit a couple of your competitors' web pages potentially, and then they'll look at the review ratings. And they'll form, it's not necessarily the company with the best reviews or the most reviews is going to get the jobs. That's a lot of people, that's their main criteria. But for a lot of people, they're also going to look at their Yelp page, look at the website, determine which site they like better. If there's a video on there, the owner, the person whoever's talking seems very trustworthy, that'll play into effect. But reviews have a great effect. If you have a great website, great content, if you seem very trustworthy on a video, very personable, if all that goes well for you, but all of a sudden the customer sees that you have 20 Google reviews and your average star rating is like a 2.5, then they're probably not going to hire you. You can do everything right, but if you have bad reviews, it's not going, that's going to prevent a job from being booked. However, you can do everything else mostly wrong. You can have not a very good website. You could not even have a video. You botch a lot of things. But if you have 20 reviews or 50 reviews and you have a 4.8 rating or 5.0 rating or something like that, then that customer could still potentially hire you. So you can botch everything else but have good reviews and still get the job. Whereas you can do everything else right, website, video, everything correct on your website or your Yelp page, but if you have bad reviews, they're not going to schedule. So reviews are huge. Get those reviews. Now, there are a few tips we have on getting reviews. Before we get to that, your main source of review, or your main review platforms, there are more. But your main ones, by far the biggest, is Google. And then either, I'm going to put Facebook. Now, Facebook has recently changed their algorithm where a lot of times your posts are no longer going to be seen on people's pages unless they they select a setting that they won't actually want to see your post. So Facebook is a bit of a different beast now. It's not. It's been always been an okay marketing tool for junk removal companies. It's probably not quite as good now, but still there'll be some people, if they ask for recommendations on junk removal or something like that, they still might recommend you through Facebook and to your Facebook page. So make sure you keep it maintained. You'll want some good reviews on there. So Google, Facebook, Yelp, and Yelp and Facebook. Yelp might bring more business than Facebook, depending on your market. Yelp is a lot larger on the West Coast, so people on the West Coast use Yelp a lot more than people on any other part of the country. So on the East Coast or in the the middle part of the country, the Midwest. Midwest, you start to see a little bit more Yelp usage, but still not huge. Like California, Washington State, those areas, Yelp is huge over there, probably because most of those companies actually are based in that particular market. Google, Yelp, Facebook, Angie's List. Home Advisor, HA, Thumbtack, TT. So Google, Facebook, and Yelp are the free, all those review platforms. I was about to say Google wasn't free, but we're not talking about AdWords, we're talking about reviews here. Google, Facebook, and Yelp are your free platforms. Angie's List, Home Advisor, Thumbtack are your paid platforms. Angie's List, I would still get on Angie's List. Angie's List advertising is relatively inexpensive, so I would be on it. There are still some very devoted members of Angie's List, so you do need to be on Angie's List. Home Advisor and Thumbtack, that's completely up to you. We do Home Advisor, we do not do Thumbtack. We actually are about to try Thumbtack, so I'll let everybody know how I think Thumbtack goes. We're actually trying Thumbtack because one of our customers that we're working with in California is having some decent success with Thumbtack. So we're going to try Thumbtack, and that's one of the things that I benefit so much from doing these videos. I myself would benefit so much from doing these videos, in addition to the customers we get for JRA. Also, just the ideas. I don't know everything, and we're going to try Thumbtack because this guy's having good success with it. Better success than he's no longer doing Home Advisor, so he's doing Thumbtack. It's more expensive than Home Advisor, is what he's telling me. Again, this is not for me, I do not have personal experience with Thumbtack. I do it with Home Advisor. They worry the absolute hell out of us. But we do get work from it. We make a little money on it. We certainly make a little. We are not losing money on Home Advisor. It's a huge headache in a lot of ways, but it is business. So we'll put up with headaches if it brings in business. We do like Google, Facebook, and Angie's List because the customers more so come to you. Whereas with Home Advisor and Thumbtack, there's a lot more labor involved. You get a lot more, again, Thumbtack I can't really talk too much about, but with Home Advisor you get a lot of bad leads, or even if you respond immediately once the job comes through, somebody else could have already called. If you get an instant booking, you have like 2 minutes to respond. If the phone's in your pocket, you're in the middle of something, you don't reach in there and get it, somebody could have beat you to the job. Home Advisor is very, very time intensive, so you gotta, when you're factoring in your profitability for Home Advisor, factor in the headache that Home Advisor provides. One of the tips that I can always tell you is you need to do a really good job. 2, you need to ask customers for the review. So, and I won't dwell on this too much because this is mainly about getting reviews, but I will tell you, you've got to make sure you do a very, very good job with your job. Otherwise, the customer is not going to want to leave a review, or if they leave a review, it's going to be a bad review. And the last thing you want to do, the last thing you want to do is ask a customer that's dissatisfied about leaving a review. So what we're about to talk about is sending out an email with a link to your Google page. If that customer is not happy with your service, you don't want to do that. It's like you're basically handing somebody a loaded gun that's unhappy with you. They can go on Google and they can just write a terrible review about your company and really hurt. So we do. We're going to roll on that. Is you need to ask. So you ask the customer for the review. That's going to be the conclusion of the job. One of the hardest things about this is getting your team members to actually ask. So oftentimes what you need to do is you need to incentivize reviews from TLs, team leaders. So if you get and maybe just make it a 5-star review. If you ask the customer for a review and they get a 5-star review, we'll pay the TL a $20, $10 bonus. $20 is really motivating. So if you get that review request out, we'll pay you a $20 bonus. It could also be on the negative end that if you don't get the review request out, we either on secret shopping or we don't see the email being sent out, whatever, then you could be penalized. The problem is you want them to verbally ask the customer for a review. So at the end of the job, you'd say something like, Frank, we really appreciate your business today. If you wouldn't mind, would you be willing to click on a link, or would you be willing to leave a review on Google, or leave a review online to let us and others know about how we did today? And ask that to your customer. If they say yes, that'd be great. Say, okay, I'm going to send an email to you right now that'll have a link to either our Google, Facebook, whatever page. Can't do Yelp, but either Google, Facebook, or wherever you want to leave the review. I'd recommend those two. And you send that email that very, very moment. So send a draft email. So that draft email would simply say, thank you for your service today. We really appreciate your willingness to leave a review. Please click on the link below, one of the links below to leave a review and let others know how we did. We really look forward to reading your review. That really look forward to reading your review is big, so make sure you get that in there. We do have a service. If you contact me, lee@junkremovalauthority.com, we have an automated program. It's not as automated as we want yet, but we have got an automated program that'll automatically send these reviews out. They'll be asked to score you on a 1 to 5 scale, stars. If they select either 4 or 5 stars, then you'll be brought to the Yelp or not Yelp. You'll be brought to either where they can leave a link on either Google or Facebook. But if they answer 3 or below, it asks for feedback on how to improve the service. So again, you're controlling your reviews by using a service like that. The only way to control it on this draft email is not to send out review requests to somebody you think is dissatisfied with your service. That can be tough when you're trying to tell your TLs to make sure they get review requests out. Because if they're a little bit hesitant, they might not send it. So a program like that works great. Angie's List and Home Advisor will assist you in getting reviews. So if you provide a customer list with emails, they'll run it through their database. And if they find that particular customer, they'll actually send off an email to them requesting a review. So you can take advantage of that service every so often. The website testimonials, some of y'all put website testimonials. We do it also. Some people do comment on they've read the testimonials on the website, but it's normally a very unsophisticated buyer. More people are going to put credence into or credibility in what they consider to be independent sites, Google, Yelp, Facebook, than they will reviews listed on your website, which could easily just have been typed up by yourself, whether they were or they weren't. A lot of you guys are wanting free tips on building your business. This is free. No cost to those. For the cheapos out there, this is free, and this is something that just requires a little bit of legwork, a little bit of systems, a little bit of paying attention to detail, the conclusion of the job, and this can bring you big money. So if you can get more reviews than your competition, or if you can at least get a bunch of reviews and have them be mostly good, then you've got a huge advantage to the people that ignore their reviews and they just allow customers just to post reviews as they please, which is hardly ever. Ask for that review, send that email request. The reviews really help close the customer who is researching. So that's one of the, like I said before, that's one of the largest factors. Get those reviews in. The customers that are actually researching are much more likely to use you. This has been one of our keys, one of the largest keys to our success on Google And in general, in both our Raleigh, Charlotte, and Greensboro markets, we've got a lot of reviews. We've got great reviews. They're good reviews. They show up pretty high on the maps. And then also, they're seeing us multiple times, so we look like we're much more credible. They're going to see us in AdWords, they're going to see us in those Google Maps, and they're going to see us in search engine optimization, organic results. That's like the trifecta. I like calling that the trifecta. That's hitting people from we can call it the triangle or whatever. From each point on the triangle, AdWords, Maps, SEO, that's the triangle. You're hitting them all 3 points. All 3 are extremely important. AdWords is pricey. Getting your SEO right is pricey. You're going to spend money. You need to be doing that. You need to be doing that. But free is Maps. And like I said, if you get your Maps right, you'll get jobs off of it, irregardless if you don't do AdWords, which is stupid. Or if you don't show well organically because you're not doing SEO, which is also stupid. But get these reviews right, because if you're not doing reviews, it's free, it has results, then that is extremely, extremely stupid. If you're not doing reviews, then you should be ashamed of yourself. You should take your, you should punish yourself in whatever way because you're not doing reviews. You're getting punished already by missing out on business, but you're being a fool if you're not out there actively trying to get reviews. And you've watched this video. For those of you that have not seen this material and had this presented to you, that's not the case. But if you're sitting here and you watch this video and you look at the success we've gotten, $2 million after our 5th year in business, and you're going to ignore that success, you're going to ignore this video, and you're not going to implement what we're talking about here, then you're a fool. At that point, you should punish you. This stuff works. It's free. I hope to see a lot of people really get some value out of this quick little video. This is not going to, this is probably not going to be the best rated Junk Removal Made Simple episode. It's light. It's a little light on content. It's not very long, but I can tell you right now, a lot of our videos are 30, 35, 40 minutes. I don't know what this is going to come to, probably 18. This little bit of information right here is huge. It's inexpensive. It has unlimited profit margins because you don't pay anything for it, and it's going to really your other investments. If you're doing CAM with JRA, Customer Acquisition Management, one, we help you set up this review gathering. But if you're doing if you're doing AdWords, if you're going out there and trying to manage AdWords on your own, one, you need to come over to CAM with us because I can guarantee you're wasting a lot of money. But if you're doing SEO, if you're on Home Advisor, if you're on Yelp, if you're on Angie's List, then a system like this is really going to help you just increase your results you're getting from those platforms. You got to have reviews for that stuff to be effective. Listen, guys, business packages. We've now created 3 separate packages. 3 packages. So we had one that was $50,000, which on sale at $50,000. I want to see that at $75,000, but I'm getting pressure to keep it at $50,000. So one is at $50,000. We have a very basic introductory package. We include almost nothing other than 3 months of CAM, a year of consulting, or excuse me, 6 months of consulting on that package. We build your website, and we include I think it was a month or 2, or maybe it's 3 months of website hosting. That pretty much everything else you're going to pay separately. So that basic package is $25,000. We still have that middle package, normally $75,000, will sell for $50,000. That basically covers all of your expenses, other than some one-off expenses here and there, all of your expenses to set up your business, with the exception of anything truck related or anything office related, so office/warehouse related. That does include expense for you to come to us, learn from us. We include hotel and airfare in that middle package, and then we also go to you. And we send you a team member for the first week of your operation to help quote jobs and help train your other people. And we cover the cost of that particular team member. So that's that middle package, $50,000, eventually $75,000. Now the Mac Daddy package of it all, for you players out there, you high rollers, you already successful entrepreneurs that want to just get a leg up, that you know by investing a good amount at the beginning, that it's going to cause you your long-term success to absolutely explode. That top package, reserved only for the VIPs and the high rollers, is $100,000. $100,000 for that top business package. That includes everything. I don't have all the details in front of me. It's a year of CAM, 3 years consulting, 1 month of a team member coming to you. 1 month of a team member coming to you. We pay that team member, that TL, to help get all of your people trained up. A week's a little tight on that middle package. A week's a little tight to get people trained up. You can get them started. They ain't gonna be 100% ready in a week. But that 1 month package, we're gonna get you rocking and rolling. We're gonna get you shit right if you go with that top package level. Currently $100,000. That package will likely go up to $125,000. But $100,000 at this moment, and includes just a slew of other things that middle package doesn't even do. Contact us, 919-466-9322. Lee at junkremovalauthority.com. Visit junkremovalauthority.com. That website is only about a month old. We've been having so much success and interest in JRA. We're already going through a rework. So we're about to just make that site just damn cool, really. I mean, that's the only way to describe it. It's just freaking cool. It's going to be catered. You're going to select whether you're a current business owner or a prospective one, and the information that's presented is going to be custom tailored to whatever position you're currently in. So it's going to be a very neat site, very informative site. We're going to put great tools on there, great free tools. We have a few now, but like I said, we're already reworking. We're already putting a major investment in that website. After we just built it, we're already up in the ante on it. Again, that we've seen that success, so we're going to up the ante on it. Like I said, reach out to me, Lee at junkremovalauthority.com. Please comment. Let me know what you think of our content. If you like it, if you dislike it, whatever your thoughts are, please let us know on the content. That just reaffirms to me that people are actually watching these videos and enjoying them. If you like the video, click like. If you don't like it, click that you don't like it. Let me know how these videos are going by commenting. Also, please subscribe. That way, anytime we post a new video, you get a notification. We're going to put out great content. We got even more content that's going to be coming. We're going to do a lot more on the truck content. We're going to have a couple of our we have a pair of twins. We're going to have to start recording some videos and putting them out there. Some of our actual on-the-job content, our hoarding jobs, our hot tub jobs, our deck demolition jobs, our garage cleanouts, our attic cleanouts, our basement cleanouts, relocating furniture around the home, all this, our construction bin cleanups, removing cardboard, our apartment jobs. Whatever we do, we're going to start recording some of that, putting out real-world, on-the-job content. And we're going to have classroom content with Junk Removal Made Simple, and we're going to have brilliant thoughts from yours truly, Mr. Lee Godbold, on trash talk as well throughout the week. Subscribe to these channels. Hope you got a lot of great value from this. Hope every single one of you implements this immediately. As soon as this is over, you need to be going on Google. You need to make sure your page is set up right. You need to get on contact Angie's list. Send them an email about advertising. If you're not currently advertising with them, it's relatively inexpensive. If you all want to do Home Advisor or Thumbtack, it's up to you. And make sure you have a good Yelp page. Do not advertise on Yelp. Do not pay Yelp. If you're going to pay Yelp, the only thing you should pay Yelp for is an expanded profile where you can actually have a video. Where you can have a video on there. That's the only reason you should ever pay Yelp. Do not pay Yelp to advertise, unless you're on the West Coast. West Coast, maybe you pay Yelp. But if you're not on the West Coast, if you're not in California, if you're not in Washington State, don't pay Yelp. You get no more reviews, and you can spend a lot of money. Yelp, you'll get some jobs from Yelp, but you get the same amount if you pay them as when you don't pay them. So don't pay Yelp. I really enjoyed bringing this to everybody, and we'll get this uploaded as soon as we can. Y'all have a wonderful evening. Good luck to everybody in your junk removal businesses. I hope this makes people a bunch of money, and we will be back before you know it. Thanks, guys.